So by now you've definitely seen the clip and you have seen the ensuing penalty that the NHLPA has issued from this situation. Leon Draisaitl, pissy, dirty, a beast? Let's talk today about the Oilers' victory and how Leon Draisaitl has put himself back in contention of being a top player in the NHL. Once again. Now, yesterday, the Oilers played their first game under new head coach Kris Knoblauch, and I'm gonna be honest, I keep on having to Google this guy's name. I cannot for the life of me seem to remember it. But because of the situation, he used to be Connor McDavid's coach in Erie. He was pretty much a hire because of that, not because he was super amazing in the AHL. It made all the headlines in Oiltown that much more flavorful, because this team had been down in the dumps. You had some guys going out there talking about how the firing of Jay Woodcroft was not Jay Woodcroft's fault, and that it was all on the players instead. McDavid and Draisaitl both said similar things. Now, yesterday, the Oilers won, so this is their second win in a row from Edmonton. Good for them for getting the ball rolling once more. But they win this one with a score of 4-1. So there you go, you've got Stuart Skinner posting up back-to-back wins, back-to-back good games in terms of the save percentages, and this game against the Islanders was important because he had Connor McDavid score himself a goal and an assist. 2 points for him on the night. He scored his first goal in however many games. It's been a while for Connor McDavid. You could say the quality of the goal wasn't the best. I mean, the puck just kind of trickled in over the line there. But still, McDavid getting back on the board, that's good to see. And who else got on the board too was none other than the lean, mean German machine, Leon Draisaitl. A goal, 3 assists, 4 total points, and a play against Bo Horvat that got a lot of people angry. Now here's the thing, Leon Draisaitl coming back out there with a 4-point night, that was not really all too surprising. We knew McDavid and Draisaitl were too good of players to not be scoring for such a long amount of time. There would probably be some sort of a bounce back soon, and maybe this could be it. Sure, the win against Seattle was a bounce back for the team, but McDavid and Draisaitl had 0 points in the matter. Here, against the Islanders, McDavid gets 2, Draisaitl gets 4, all is looking good in Oilers Town, with the exception of the play involving Bo Horvat. Now, by now, you've seen the clip. Draisaitl is fighting for the puck, and Bo Horvat is right there, and Draisaitl ends up two-hand cross-checking the back of Bo Horvat's knee. Horvat then falls down, and the play continues. Good on Horvat for not being a baby about it. He is just an absolute trooper. But Leon Draisaitl, this is what happens when the guy finds his game. Lean, mean German machine also going out there and hurting guys. This is a dirty freaking play. And we had the hockey world, especially the folks here on the West Coast, explode with a whole bunch of conversations about pissy, dirty Leon as a result. Here are some tweets that I wanted to read from you, mostly from people in the Vancouver sphere of hockey coverage. Wyatt Arndt said this, people in the West know this is who Draisaitl is. Immensely talented, giant cheap-shotting baby. Grady did some work for TSN also here in Vancouver. Leon Draisaitl is pissy on and off the ice. He's becoming quite the cheap shot artist with his stick. Rachel Dory used to work for the Vancouver Canucks. Oh, that's dirty from Draisaitl. Totally intentional and unnecessary. And now, because of all of these things, Leon Draisaitl this morning has been fined $5,000, the maximum allowable under the CBA, for a dangerous trip on New York Islanders forward Bo Horvat. Now here's the thing. Fines are fines. $5,000 is $5,000. Probably a lot to you and me. Not too much to Leon Draisaitl. The guy's making $8.5 million a year. However, I will say that when it comes to the result, the outcome of this entire situation, a lot of y'all Oilers fans don't even really seem to care. And that's totally fine. I'm not going to tell you how to feel or what to think. I'm just reporting on what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of Oilers fans saying, yeah, pissy Leon is like the best version of Leon. He's going out there, he's angry, he's scoring points, he's getting involved, he's hitting guys, he's taking out guys' knees, and he's getting fined in the process. But he's coming out of these games with 4+ points. He's going out there scoring. That's what we want to see. The Oilers need Leon to be more pissy than not. Of course, to a reasonable extent, because when Leon and McDavid are in their most pissiest form, you get games like the Vancouver game a few days ago, where McDavid is taking cross-checking penalties, Draisaitl is getting misconducts, and in general, it just does not work. When they're angry in the good way, which also results in some pretty bad plays and some fines, they're producing points, right? So there's some sort of a love going on with the Oilers fan base that I'm seeing. Oh, who cares that Draisaitl got fined? He got 4 points, he is looking great, and he needs to be angrier like that in every game from here on out. Justice for Jay Woodcroft. Show off that it was just the players themselves that had more to give and not necessarily contingent on the coaching staff. Of course, Leon and McDavid going out there and doing their thing and becoming good players and scoring points again, that's not going to rehire Jay Woodcroft, but it may send some sort of a message that says, yeah, we always had this talent, it's just it was on us to not really show it off. Not really Jay's fault, and it's definitely not this new Chris dude who's gonna find a way to dig us out of it. It's on us. And of course, no disrespect to Chris Knoblauch, the new coach of the Edmonton Oilers, but did you see the interviews that McDavid and Draisaitl held before the game yesterday when talking about Jay Woodcroft, when talking about how no, Woodcroft did not lose the room, it was not his thing, it was us. All us. We made the video yesterday talking about how McDavid is apparently pissed off. That was quoted from Elliot Friedman. How funny is it that a day later we're talking about Leon Draisaitl being a pissy, dirty, cheap-shotting player too? And here's the thing. I don't think any Oilers fans are going to care. Like, we've been making all these videos talking about the Oilers and their misfortunes. We've been seeing a lot of people tuning into the content. It's great. I love it. Of course, I'm getting YouTube views, which is good for me. But a lot of y'all Oilers fans seem to just be going with the flow. Hey, all this bad stuff is happening, whatever, we can't really control it, let's just see how it goes. Let's see how Chris Knoblauch does as the head coach of the Oilers. Let's see how Connor McDavid's old coach adjusts to being an NHL coach for the first time. Let's just see how pissed off Connor McDavid can be, according to Elliot Friedman. And who cares if Leon Draisaitl gets fined $5,000 a game? If he is scoring 4 points a night, that is totally fine in most Oilers fans' opinions. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about the pissy, dirty Leon thing coming to play? And what are your thoughts on his performance last night? He scored 4 points, goal and 3 assists. Connor McDavid, of course, he's getting on the board too. McDavid is due to bounce back. Like, there's no way he's going to be this bad for that long, barring, of course, any significant injury, that in which you could debate he's still suffering from right now. The Oilers have gone 2 games in a row with wins, and they actually have been looking pretty good in the process. Stuart Skinner's bouncing back. Maybe this guy's starting to find his form once again. Jack Campbell, who? But either way, everything has seemed to be going all right for the Oilers, considering the past few games and the results on paper. It just, of course, does not really look good when you have Leon Draisaitl checking guys in the back of their knees when they're not looking. Bo Horvat, don't worry, buddy. You'll be treated a lot better in Vancouver, and I'll tell you that for free. Nobody's going to go out there and cheap shot you, but you're probably going to hear a few boos here and there because, of course, I personally cannot wait for this Islanders and Canucks game that's going to happen tomorrow. Having Bo Horvat back in Rogers Arena is going to be so crazy, and it's even crazier when you acknowledge that the Canucks instantly became amazing after he left. Like, is that not just some crazy script, poetic writing going on there? Either way, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about Leon Draisaitl and the hit against Bo, the fine, and his performance, etc., etc.? I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.